The Cooler Master Glacier 240L CPU cooler delivers the convenience of an all-in-one and the performance of a custom water cooler. Click now to learn more. Welcome to a video about one of the most bizarre products that I've encountered in quite some time. The Gigabyte BRIX series in general uses the low power consumption and heat output of 4th generation Intel Core series processors to achieve a stunningly tiny form factor without compromising performance to nearly the extent we would have seen in the past. They've got everything from extremely slim bricks to the big fat BRIX Max that can accept 4 2.5-inch hard drives, to BRIX Pro, which can be outfitted with Intel Iris Pro graphics to deliver a pretty darn satisfying gameplay experience at 720p in modern games, making it kind of perfect as a home theater PC that can handle some light gaming or as a Steam machine. But today we don't have any of those bricks. We have the BRIX Projector, which uses a similar size chassis to the BRIX Pro, but instead of using that extra space for powerful hardware and a beefy heatsink, it actually crams a 90 lumen LED backlit WVGA, that's 854 by 480 projector, with 1.4 watt stereo speakers inside the casing. So let's take a quick tour of the device. On the front, we've got 2 USB 3 ports and a headphone or optical audio out jack, as well as the lens for the projector. On the sides, not a whole lot other than the speaker grills and an intake ventilation hole for the projector component that lives inside the top of the unit. Then at the back we find the main affair in terms of I/O, with HDMI out, mini display port out, Gigabit Ethernet, 2 more USB 3 ports, power in, a Kensington lock, and finally a discrete input for the projector itself. That's mini HDMI, giving it the flexibility to allow it to be used with any other device that supports HDMI, such as a notebook or like a PC within a boardroom or something like that. Gigabyte conveniently includes an HDMI to mini HDMI cable, since most people won't have one of those lying around, which I think is a nice little inclusion. All right, thanks for watching, guys. I think, gotcha. No, we're not done yet. Let's crack this baby open. Removing the 4 screws from the bottom and using the little handle, we can pull off the bottom, then remove 1 more screw to completely open up the BRIX projector. The 1.7 GHz dual-core Core i3 4010U processor with its HD 4400 graphics is soldered, so we won't be changing that, but once we're inside, we can upgrade the included N Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0 mini PCIe module, and we can add up to 16 gigs of DDR3L SODIMM memory and an mSATA SSD. It should be noted that this is a bare bones unit, so RAM and storage are not included by default. The internal guts also give us a look at how this bad boy is being cooled. The projector lamp is cooled by that fresh air intake that I showed you guys on the side, with a copper heatsink attached by thermal pads. Then the air exhausted from that heatsink goes directly into the intake for the CPU cooler, which has a larger fan on it that uses a blower design to pump the air through a shrouded aluminum heatsink, then right out of the chassis. Everything else inside is passively cooled. All right, so back to the outside. The integrated projector, it's really nothing special. It's got no keystone adjustments or other projector-like settings, so you just have to fuss with it to get the image right. And without a very dark room, you aren't going to be getting a usable image much bigger than 35 to the low 40s in terms of diagonal inch sizes. But it should be noted that Acer's entry-level Pico projector, the C120, is $200. And that gets you 10 extra lumens, but is otherwise pretty much the same in terms of raw spec. If you really want to get something better in a compact projector, you're probably looking at something more like a GP series from BenQ. Those perform much better, but they're around $500. So while the BRIX series is supposed to sell based on compactness in general, Gigabyte has a model that is available for $250 less than this one, with exactly the same specs as this one, that's half the size of this one, but does not include the projector. So the big selling point for this particular BRIX is obviously the versatility of it. It could live in an office boardroom and save the hassle of having a separate projector, or operate as a PC in a dorm with a normal monitor hooked up most of the time via those normal outputs, but with the ability to chuck it on the included little bendy tripod, which is a $5 value, you can get them for $5, and then point it at the wall with the lights off when you want to watch a movie or something like that. So with that in mind, I would love to see you guys comment on this video and let me know what you would use a mini PC with a built-in projector for, or tell me if you think it's crazy and you wouldn't use the thing at all. Guys, like and share this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it, and leave a comment on the Linus Tech Tips forum linked in the video description if you want to discuss this product, or if you have any constructive criticism for me and my team. Also linked in the video description is our support link with options to buy t-shirts, give us a monthly contribution, or give us a kickback whenever you buy random junk on Amazon. So check that out if you enjoy our videos. It helps us a whole bunch. Man, this outro is getting long. Oh, and as always, guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.